Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first video. My name is Vi and today I'm going to be talking about all about my hair journey, from when I first went natural and all of those fancy things. So if you're interested in hearing, then definitely stay tuned and keep watching. Bye. Okay, so to help myself from talking way too much, I kind of made notes. So if you guys see me looking down or whatever, then it's because I'm looking at my notes. So I'm going to be talking about my hair journey from like start to finish with my natural hair, that is. I'm gonna insert pictures where possible, even though I know that most of them from the beginning stages are very, 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 very ugly, and I apologize for now because God is real, because somebody couldn't look so then and they look so now. Something never right. Anyways, so the first thing is 2014. So my natural hair journey started in 2014 when I realized that I became more interested in, finding out more about my natural hair. So by this time, people weren't really going natural as much, like it eventually became like a trend type of thing. So at this point, it wasn't really like a trend yet. I knew that there was like 1 and 2 people in sixth form, that's grade 12, that did it, and at the time I was in fifth form, which is grade 11. So I don't know, I was just on YouTube and on the internet and just reading up about like cream in your hair and chemicals and all of those things. So I'm like, this can good for you. And I remember there was this one specific video, if I find it then I'll definitely link it down below, that talked about what the chemicals in cream can do to your scalp and your whole body, and I was like so freaked out. So I'm like, like I can't do this anymore. And I also really, 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 really hated going to the hairdresser. Just overall, I used to ball when I go hairdresser. I used to beg my hairdresser not to like take long. Like I used to be crying with my big age. I just really hated it so much. So through like doing research, personally I like to do research. So after doing like all of that research and finding out, what is really in cream, I'm like, do I want to be doing this to my body on top of the fact that I hate going to the hairdresser? So I decided that, I'm gonna go natural. I told a few of my friends and they thought that I was absolutely crazy, and they're like, girl, I couldn't do that, blah blah blah. And at the time, like I was saying, there's probably like 2 girls that were in sixth form that like big chopped and went natural. So I'm like, oh my god, they did it, So they kind of inspired me. I think one of them, her name was Courtney or something like that. I really don't remember. Anyways, so I started transitioning, and after like my final exams, like after graduation, because I have to cream my hair for graduation and look flat and all them something here. After graduation, I started like transitioning. So I decided that I'm no longer going to cream my hair. I told my mother, she was just like, well, at your head, do what you want to do. She said, she saved herself some money because she said that she's not helping me with my natural hair. So I said, okay, cool, that's fine, girl. You ain't gotta help me, I got this, okay? So I started transitioning, and people were still thinking that I was crazy, like my friends at the time, because they're like, I could never do that, So I transitioned, and then I'm gonna check my points because I realized that I'm talking a lot. And then I was very impatient, by the way. So I started transitioning from July, I think it was, because our graduation was late June. So after that is when, like I said, that's it for creaming. So from then until like when I was in sixth form, I was transitioning for a little bit. Then when I was in lower six, which is grade 12, around like November, I'm like, I really hate this waiting process and it's so annoying, and I don't like the 2 textures. It was just too much. So one day I decided to just start cutting my hair. I said I was gonna cut a little bit first. I said I was gonna cut like a little bit out of the middle just to see how it was. And then like I realized when I cut it, I cut way too much for it to even make sense. So then my mother just cut the rest off because you look like an idiot. So I cut off the ear. Clean, cut off, and then my ball, because I'm like, that girl ugly, man, like Jesus Father, like why did I do this to myself? So I've always been like chubby like throughout high school, but them time I was like probably the fattest I've ever been. So the fat girl with the round head, the big head, and then the short hair, that never did work at all.
Jesus Father? Uh-uh.
So I cried. Like, I cried a whole lot. And my mother was kind of laughing at me because she's like, you did this to yourself. Anyways, I decided that I'm gonna try to make it work. Mind you, I cut my hair myself, so I never know much. So at that time, you know, I had like a lot of straight ends, so I did look retarded. So I went to school the Monday, and then people saw me and they were like, what the hell? So some people looked at me like pretty crazy. Some people looked at me and said they liked it. Also, those people that said that they liked it, y'all are fake because I looked hideous. But some people hated it, and I see why now. At the time when like people were hating it, it was like, I was just like, you know what? They will see, you know, because at the time like it was really unusual for people to like just go natural. It wasn't like a trend just yet. Anyways, I did that. So I'll find, like I said, I'll find pictures and, you know, put on the screen somewhere. So that was 2014 November. So July to November, that was like June, July, like about 5 months of transitioning. But then at that point, I wasn't really caring my hair because I never know what to do. So my hair was kind of like growing slowly. So I don't have not much hair on this area, and it did look real bad. Anyways, fast forward 2015, my hair was growing. You know, them time them can start like catch it up a little bit, like, you know, in a little hype up situation, and that was fine. Then now 2016 come and it's graduation time. Them time my hair they look a bit better because it never as bald. Cause you know that's good time for growth. So now was when people started to really like my hair because it was getting like longer, and that is when I started to like fall in love with my hair more as well, because it never ugly, never as ugly as I was before, you know. So now graduation come for sixth form. This is grade 13. And then good girl me say I want weaving on my head. So I say, alright, you know, I forgot hairdresser for the graduation thing. So graduation was 2016 June, July thereabout. Anyways, I went to the hairdresser. I don't like going to hairdressers, and I find that there are a good amount of Jamaican hairdressers that just don't know anything about natural hair. Oh, and by the way, by this point, more people started going natural, and I started to convince some of my friends as well to transition, and a lot of us were like natural. Like, I have like one friend, Raheli, she was always natural, so you know, so she was already a part of the gang. And then like Kim and like some other people started to go natural at that time. So by this damn time, yeah, being natural are like a thing now, you know, like everybody are getting to it now. So, you know, like it was like all of us pretty much natural, except for Danica, but she later joined us. Anyways, so I'm gonna hairdresser now, and like when I was there, because I know that some Jamaican hairdressers don't really know how to deal with natural hair, I was very specific in telling her, okay, my hair is very dry, so if you're gonna like blow up my hair and cane it and whatever, you have to make sure that you put a good amount of leave-in. You have to put heat protectant and all that. I brought my own products as well because I am like that. You know what I'm saying? So I told the girl, when she's doing my hair, she put one little something on my head dry. So when she put the one little something, me I say, you can't put that in my ear, good girl. That not gonna do nothing. You understand? I'm ear gonna start break off because the head dry. She said, but no. If you put them where it's slippery slimy, and then the ear can't go catch good. So then I was there like, yeah, but if you don't put any more, then my hair's gonna look terrible. So anyways, good girl said she now put no more. So I'm just like, okay. So by this time in my head, I pray because I say, you know, I know say my ear and this and a friend, but at the same time I want the weave. So you see, when you do want it. Anyway, she do the ear, and I tell her the head tight. She do the hair, I think this was the Monday and the graduation was the Tuesday or something like that. I know it was like the day before. Anyway, the head tight. Almost said the ear tight, you know. So, as I said, it's about the Monday and graduation on the Tuesday. So, graduation, whatever, picture them clean and this, and you know, like them something there go on. It look nice, and I'm not too complain, but they're tight. So, anyways, now, I say cool. Wednesday come, the ear still tight. Thursday come, the ear still tight. Friday come, so I can't live like this anymore. So I pull out the ear. When I pull out the ear, I don't know, say I'm naturally drop out. Like, I don't think I have pictures of this because I think I was too depressed to like even think to take a picture. When I was pulling out the braids, my hair was literally falling out, like with the braids, like clumps of my hair, huge chunks of my hair. My hair is naturally very thick, and when I tell you something, my hair thin like paper. Like it looked really, really bad. So like I was upset now because I know that one, she did my hair when it was too dry. And my hair is like, when you're manipulating your hair, you have to ensure that it's properly moisturized and stuff like that. So my hair was too dry. And then, you know, like she did it so tight. So of course the hair go fall out and broke off and them something. They so me vex with myself. No, no, come here, say I should know better. I'm too enough. If me just wear my hair to graduation, that would happen to me. Anyway, so that happened. I lost a lot of my hair. I really wish I had pictures. But let's say I had 1,000 hair strands. When I done pull out there about 400 hair strands, I have to all my drop out. You understand? So that's that. Let me check these notes. Okay. So mind you, my hair is severely damaged at this point, and then I always wanted to color my hair, like bleach it and dye it and whatever. So I said, am I gonna like grow back my hair healthy to bleach it and possibly risk it being damaged, or should I just do it now since it's already damaged and it's already have to cut off and grow back and them someday? So I decided to bleach the thin head. You understand? Like, when I say thin though, like if you see pictures, you're probably gonna be like, that's not thin. But to how like my hair is naturally thick, it's thin for me. You understand? So I'm gonna bleach my hair, color it and whatever excitement. I'll insert pictures because I know I have pictures of that. It's a 2016 now, summer. Someone said, I want one nice little purplish reddish color going on my head. So I did that, and at the time I liked it. I don't know how I liked that at the time, but anyways, we move. So I did that, knowing that my hair was already pretty damaged and pretty weak. So uno say, what happened? The hair now mash up even worse. So the hair did look terrible now. Like at a point, I was just like, what is this on my head? So that was summer 2016. You know, I started UE 2016 as well. The hair color just have beats in on my head, and you know that style that I did love at the time. So I'm just like, this hair looks awful. Awful, awful, awful. It feel bad, it look bad, and it didn't. So when 2017 come, like around late January, early February, I big chopped for the second time. Is that right? Yeah. So I big chop for the second time. Mind you, throughout the, what was that, 3 years that I was natural, I was always like constantly cutting my hair, because I'm that type of person that if I see something out of place, a strand out of place, I'm just gonna snip. I don't care, because I feel like your hair will grow back, and I'd rather like get rid of like the bad parts than leave it there to, you know, mess up everything else. So I was already like cutting my hair slowly but surely. But then in like January, February 2017, I just decided to do a full-on second big chop. Again, big fat girl, and you know, short head. And this time it wasn't so bad because I don't think I was as fat as I was in high school, but still, that wasn't cute. Like, I don't know how I like that, but anyways, I really did that second one for the health of my hair, not for the looks. So pretty much after 2017, like that second big chop, my hair was doing pretty well, like growing and flourishing, blah blah blah. So my hair was growing quite fine until 2019, like December. Nothing was wrong with it, you know, but at this point, this is the longest my hair has ever been. I think it was like pretty much by, what do you call this? Not bra strap length, but like, you know, the cinch. Oh, is that like waist? Like, you know, you had a cinch in your body. Yeah, your waist. That's what I'm talking about. By that time, it's like close to my waist when it's stretched, because I don't know how shrinkage goes. So it was pretty close to there. But then for me, I really don't like combing my hair. So my hair is thick and my hair is long. So it was just a heavy process for me all the time to be combing and combing and combing my hair. So I got really frustrated and really tired of it. So I cut 8 inches off my hair. First, I cut 4 inches off, right? I just said, like, just cutting a little bit, just to make it a little more manageable. As well as, I just felt like the longer my hair got, the more, like, it changed in terms of how it looked and felt. So I just really wasn't loving it, and I wasn't loving the work. So at first, I cut 4 inches off, like, on a Sunday, 1 week. And then, like, the next week, like, the Saturday, I'm just like, you know what? We can cut more. So I cut, like, 4 more inches off. So in total, it was around 8 inches that I cut off. So my hair was relatively short. I think when I cut it, when it like shrunk, it was like about just resting on my shoulder, which is short in comparison to like what my hair usually is, you know. And mind you, my hair shrinks about twice its length. Does that make sense? So yeah, so it was like above my shoulder there, but when I cut it the second time. So this was December of last year, 2019. Then after that, like, I haven't really like cut my hair much. So pretty much my journey was Big chop in 2016. Lie. So pretty much my journey was big chop in 2014, which means that I've been natural for 6 years. Damage in 2016. Another big chop in 2017, and then in 2019 I wouldn't really call that a big chop, considering that I didn't like go short with my hair, like bald short. But then in 2019 I cut off a great amount of my hair, you know. So now today my hair has just been growing since that like last big cut, and I'll of course insert pictures to show like the difference in the growth. However, I'm the type of person that I'm always constantly cutting my hair. So even though in 2019 I cut like 8 inches at one time pretty much, throughout like the months I cut like almost an inch every month or half an inch every month, just based on how I feel. If something is out of place, I'm just going to cut it. And I don't go to a hairdresser, I just cut my hair myself. Anything I say, I just cut. If sometimes I'm upset, and I just cut, like, so I don't really allow my hair to like fully grow. But I have decided that now I'm going to just leave my hair to like grow and only cut if it's really needed, because I realize that I have a bad habit of cutting it. I'm very scissor happy. So yeah, that's like my journey. On to like some more of like my hair facts. So being natural for 6 years, you know, you have learned a few things about your hair, as well as how to manage it and what your hair is, blah blah. So the first question that the first thing that I'll say, which is a question that I always get, is what is my hair type? People, I feel like hair typing makes zero sense whatsoever. It does not make any sense to me. Like, I always get the question, oh, we're using hair, like we have the same hair type. That doesn't make any sense to me, because hair type, whether it's straight, wavy, curly or coily, I don't feel like that categorization makes sense into how to care for your hair fully. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, certain things it does help with, but that's like the surface level things. But in general, I don't think your hair type helps, because okay, I have 3C, 3B hair, right? So if somebody that has the same hair type are gonna say they're gonna use everything that I use, it might not work for them, because that's like saying, oh, I'm tall, she's tall, so if that dress fit her, it must fit me. But no, I'm tall and thick, she's tall and slim, so the dress is not gonna fit the same. Likewise with your hair, I have 3B, 3C, you have 3B, 3C. But I have low porosity, you have high porosity. I have high density, you have low density. You understand? So products are not going to work the same based on hair type. So personally, I'm not like a fan of hair typing to follow products, or watching people that have the same hair type to use things that they use. That doesn't make any sense to me. What I think is really important is your hair's porosity, which is pretty much how much moisture your hair like absorbs and retains, as well as your density, which is how thick or thin or how many hair strands you have on your head. So for me, I have a low porosity, which means that it is harder for my hair to absorb and retain moisture. So I can look at somebody else with 3B, 3C hair and use the same things that they use, and them have high porosity hair, because it's not going to work for me. Certain products don't work very well on low porosity hair, and I've found that really thick products, why can't I talk? Really thick products, Lidge curse me, okay? So guys, anytime I make a mistake or a bloops, it's because Lidge Smith curse me, alright? But anyways, when you have like really thick products or really thin products, it doesn't work for me personally in what I've seen. I feel like products that are more like in between are better. I'm not saying that it's impossible to use a really thick product or a really thin product, but yeah, I'm not saying that it's impossible for somebody with low porosity to use a really thick product or a really thin product, but it really just depends on like what type of product it is and your hair specifically. But for me, if something is way too thick or if it's way too thin, it's not gonna work. I need something that's more in between, because if it's really thin and watery, then it's just gonna sit on top of my hair and like it just gone. You know, it's just not gonna work. If it's really like thick or heavy and creamy, then it's just gonna pretty much sit on top of my hair and never absorb. If it's in between, it kinda, I don't know how to explain, it kinda works better for my hair. So that's one. I have a low porosity. That's the main thing to take from this section here. The next thing is that I have high density, which means that my hair is really, really thick. People always see me and say, oh, your hair easy for manage. Don't do that. Don't do that, because when I let out my hair is a different story. It's not easy to manage. I have very thick hair. My hair is definitely not on the thinner side. I have a full head of hair. Okay, so high density, so that means that my hair is thicker, so naturally I'm going to use more products. I'm going to be more heavy-handed with my products than somebody who has thinner hair, which is why the whole hair typing thing doesn't make sense, because if we have the same hair type but your hair thin, you can't necessarily use the same amount of product that I use or the same type of consistency of products, because my hair is thicker. So my hair can hold certain things and it won't be weighed down, and your hair can't hold certain things because it's gonna weigh it down. You understand? Then the third thing that you must take is that my scalp is like a normal scalp. So those are the three important things to me when it comes on to my hair. You know, my porosity, density, and like my scalp type. I have a pretty normal scalp. It's not oily really. It's not like dry really. Of course there are times when it does get dry. Of course there are times when it does get oily, and that's just based on either me not moisturizing it enough or me using too many things on my hair. But for the most part, it's normal. It's not itchy. I don't have like eczema on my scalp and stuff like that. And then yeah, so that's like my hair, the science in my hair. Okay, and then like another thing that I know about my hair is that I absolutely positively hate every and anything that has coconut oil, coconut milk, anything with coconut. It's not gonna work in my hair. So you will never ever see this girl buying a coconut oil or coconut milk or coconut product on purpose. And also, if I happen to get one or happen to have one and try it, I can bet every dollar I have that it's not gonna work. I have tried several things that are coconut and it doesn't work. I tried coconut oil, it doesn't work. I really don't like coconut oil, and when I put it in my hair it stinks. Like, it absolutely stinks. So unpopular opinion, but coconut oil is really trash. And that's for your skin as well, because it's highly comedogenic, but that's another like topic. But yeah, I really hate coconut oil. So yeah, I don't know, a lot of people love it, and if it works for you then that's great and I'm happy for you, but that's never gonna work for me. And I find that like more recently more people are saying the same thing, and even if it worked for them originally, it's no longer working for them. So yeah, I feel like this video was really long, but that's pretty much all I had to say. Just remember that you know, I've been natural for 6 years, so maybe I know a thing or two or 10 or 12, and I have low porosity hair, pretty normal scalp, and I have high density, like really thick hair. I'm gonna upload a full wash routine soon, because that somebody asked in the comment section for me to do that. I'll put their name on the screen because I don't remember right now. So thank you for asking. That's gonna be coming to you guys pretty soon. And that's all that I have to say today. Remember, new video every Sunday. If you like this video, then give it a thumbs up. I hope that you enjoyed like looking at these ugly pictures of me, hearing about my journey and all that. If you want to see more from me, then definitely subscribe, you know, tell a friend, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And you know what to do, what do. If you like this video, like it, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Why did I do that? I'm retarded, you know. Bye guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is yeah, and today I'm going to talking today thirsty